Hello, class, and welcome to our third lecture series on managerial accounting. And I'm your instructor, Jamal. Hi there. So we were discussing chapter 2, which is managerial accounting and cost concepts. So today we will be talking about mixed cost and how we can find out we can segregate the mixed cost. So there are two methods. One is scattered plot method and the other one is high-low method. So our focus will be on the second one, which is high-low method. So let's start. So through scattered plot, we can also find out the mixed cost. So assume the following hours of maintenance work and the total maintenance cost for the 6 months. We have hours here and we have total cost here. So through scattered plots, so you need to plot the hours here and the cost here. You find out the graph here, and through the graph you can find out the slope of the graph, and you can just use a plus bx to segregate. It's just like a linear equation method. So let's talk about the high-low method, which is the focus of this finding out the mixed cost. So let's talk about that. So in high-low method, what you have to find out the highest value and the lowest value. So if you look at the hours here, which one is the highest hour? The highest one, 850. The lowest one, 450, right? Let me change the color here. We have the highest hours, we have the lowest hours. Similarly, we have accordingly their highest cost and lowest cost. Highest cost 9800, lowest cost 7400. And what you have to do, we just need to find out the difference between high and low. So the difference between the high and low of the hours, so 850 minus 450, answer is 400. The highest cost and lowest cost, the difference is 9800 minus 7400, we have 2400. And how you can find out the now you have to find out the per unit cost. So you have a change in the high-low cost divided by change in high-low hours. That's it. So 2400 divided by 400, it gives you a variable rate. So the variable cost per hour of the maintenance is equal to the change in the cost divided by change in hours. So now you know that our variable per unit cost is 6. So we know the behavior of the variable cost per unit is that it remains the same. So you can trust on this variable per unit cost. So now you can segregate variable and fixed cost from this mixed cost. Yes, how? Let's talk about this. So we know that, or you can pick either low cost or high cost, whatever. So you know that this is the mixed cost, in which there is fixed cost and there is variable cost. You know that there is the variable cost per hour is 6. So let's talk about this. We know the activity, which is 850. So total cost is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. So you need to find out the fixed cost. So you rearrange the equation. The equation becomes total cost minus total variable cost. So total variable cost, we have the hours, 6 multiplied by the 850. So we know the total cost, which is 9800. So 9800 minus 6 into 850, which is 5100. Answer is 4700. We can also verify this through our lowest one as well, because fixed cost remains fixed. So we know that total cost is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. And if we use this, so we have 7400 is equal to fixed cost plus 6 into 450. So 6 into 450 is equal to 6 multiplied by 450, 2700. Now rearrange to find out the fixed cost. Fixed cost is equal to 7400 minus 2700. Answer would be 4700. Right? So it means in this table, 4700 is your fixed cost. Right? And the rest, they are total variable cost. So this is the method you can use to find out what is the segregation or in this mixed cost, how much is the total cost and how much is the variable cost. You can also drive this equation. We can also drive this equation through the plotting method. Y is equal to a plus bx. We know that a is our constant, which you can consider as a fixed cost. This is b is your variable cost per unit multiplied by the quantity or hours. So similarly, a plus bx is a linear equation. So here we go, quick checks. Let's do this. So sales, salaries, and commissions are 10,000 when 80,000 units are sold, and 14,000 when 120,000 units are sold. So using high-low method, what is the variable portion of sales, salaries, and commission? Can you do that? I'm giving you 5 minutes to solve this. Everyone, please. Camila and Stella. Find out. So the important usage for contribution format approach is that it can be used in cost volume profit analysis, budgeting, segmented reporting of profit data, and then used in special decisions, for example, pricing, make or buy decisions. So we have a class participation exercise here. So you know that how we can make the income statement. So let's talk about how we make income statement. We have the data here. So let's talk about this first. Last month, Cyber Games, a computer games retailer, had total sales of 1,450,000, selling expenses 210,000, administrative expenses 180,000. The company had beginning merchandise inventory 240,000. It purchased additional merchandise 950,000, and its ending inventory 170,000. So how you can find out the cost of goods sold? The cost of